Today, we're jumping right into the new front line of our digital world, the high-stakes battle between AI and cybersecurity. This whole thing is being fought in code, and believe me, the prize is nothing less than our collective digital future. So let's get into it.
Think about this. Every 39 seconds, another cyber attack happens. That's not an hour, not a minute. 39 seconds. That is the relentless, non-stop pace of the threat we're all facing, and it is only getting faster. And the fallout? Well, if we look ahead to 2025, we're staring down the barrel of over 8,000 data breaches, exposing a staggering 345 million records. Now, these aren't just numbers on a screen. This is about the very real, very damaging consequences of a war that, frankly, we've been struggling to win.
See, this isn't the work of some lone hacker in a basement anymore. The game has changed. The attackers are evolving. They're getting faster, way smarter, and much, much harder to catch. Why? Because they've got a powerful new ally in their corner, artificial intelligence.
This whole new reality, it throws a huge spotlight on the single biggest weak point in our defenses, the human element. Our old-school security models, the ones built around human analysts, are just completely and totally overwhelmed.
At the very heart of the problem is what we call the human gap. Right now, there are hundreds of thousands of cybersecurity jobs just sitting open. And even if we could magically fill every single one of them, no team of humans could ever hope to analyze the billions of log events being generated every single day. We're literally drowning in data and false alarms.
So the takeaway here is pretty stark. We don't just need more people. That won't solve it. We need a force multiplier. We need a way to work smarter, not just harder.
And that force multiplier, well, it's artificial intelligence. In this fight, AI has become our digital shield. So how does AI actually pull this off? Well, it builds something called a knowledge graph. Instead of just seeing isolated bits of data, it understands the relationships between them. It's like a digital detective connecting all the clues. It sees a user connect to an IP address, it knows that IP hosts a certain domain, it follows that to a specific URL that links to a file. The second that file gets flagged as malware, the AI doesn't just see one bad file, no way. It instantly traces every single connection all the way back, revealing the entire attack chain from beginning to end. AI is also brilliant at identifying threats in real time just by spotting things that just don't look right. A human analyst might totally miss this, but an AI sees it all. A privileged user creates a new account, copies an entire database, and then deletes that same account. All of that in just 3 seconds. Boom. The AI flags this immediately as a super high-risk pattern, something no legitimate user would ever do.
And you should know, this isn't some science fiction concept for the future. This is happening right now. Today, nearly 3/4 of all mid to large organizations have already deployed AI-powered threat detection. It's quickly becoming the absolute standard for any modern defense.
But there's a dark side to all this. You knew it was coming, right? The same incredible technology we're using to build our shield can also be used to forge a sword. This is the attacker in the code. Here's the unavoidable truth of our new reality. The bad guys have access to the exact same AI tools that we do, and you better believe they are using them with some seriously devastating creativity. So what does that actually look like? Well, think about AI-powered phishing. We're talking about thousands of hyper-personalized emails crafted by analyzing someone's social media to perfectly mimic their boss's or colleague's writing style. Then you've got voice cloning, where an AI can create a perfect, indistinguishable replica of a CEO's voice to authorize a huge fraudulent wire transfer. And maybe the scariest of all, shape-shifting malware. Code that uses AI to constantly rewrite itself, making it a moving target that traditional defenses simply can't pin down. So what we're witnessing here isn't just a conflict anymore. It's a whole new kind of war. This is the algorithm arms race. The battlefield itself has fundamentally changed. Yesterday, the fight was human versus human, a security analyst versus a hacker, a process that could take days, maybe even weeks. Today, nope. The fight is between algorithms, and it's being waged at machine speed. And this chart just shows you the incredible, mind-bending speed of this conflict. The breakout time for an attack, that's the window from the first little breach to a full network compromise, is now on average less than 1 hour. To fight back, AI defense systems are cutting detection and response times down to just a few minutes. This is a battle won or lost by whichever side has the faster algorithm, period.
So, where is all this heading? This crazy arms race is pushing all of us toward an inevitable future, a future where cybersecurity is completely autonomous.
There are three huge trends that are going to define this next era. First, autonomous security agents. We're talking about AI that doesn't just find threats, but independently hunts them down, investigates, and neutralizes them, all with zero human intervention. Second, the dawn of quantum computing, which in just a few years could have the power to make all of today's encryption totally useless. And third, AI accountability. This is where legal liability for security failures is going to shift directly onto the shoulders of executives.
So, the crucial takeaway, the one thing to remember from all this, is that organizations simply cannot afford to be reactive anymore. In this new era, having a proactive, AI-driven security strategy isn't just an advantage, it is the only way to survive.
Look, the question is no longer if AI will change cybersecurity. That's a done deal. It already has. The only question left, the one you really need to be asking yourself is, are you ready for what comes next?